Great to be here. Great to meet everybody.
Great stuff. So, Rivaaj, can you tell us what was your life like before you started thinking into results? What was going on for you? What were you up to?
So to paint a background picture, like I say, I spent 25 years in hospitality. I started at the ground level and worked way up to a general manager for a big chain of hotels. And I spent about the last 10 years with them. Just working 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week, no weekends, no public holidays, no bank holidays, no Christmas, no New Year's, no life. It was just work. That was it. And I was quite content with that. I was single. I was quite happy with that because I thought that was meant to be. I couldn't find time to have a social life or a family life. I had a friend. His name is called Sony or Ericsson, the TV. Just watching Netflix. And that was it, that was life, very short holidays back home just to visit the family, but it's nothing for myself. It was all just about everybody else, I felt like I'm watching a movie myself, I'm watching a character in a movie, just going through emotions every single day, getting up, going, and I've done so many events and so many weddings with so many people, and I'm watching them reach their dreams and their goals, and that, okay, this is where I'm meant to be, and I stayed there, quite content.
And what did you want to accomplish? Like, what were some of your goals that you wanted to have?
Freedom. Biggest thing. Now, the biggest thing I wanted to do was start to have a life. I wanted to put a pause on that movie and stop it for a second and rewind it. I wanted to be the lead actor. I wanted to take control for myself. I wanted to be more than just what everyone expected to be. Like, say, when you grow up in an environment, in an Indian family especially, you'll be told from the time you're born, you're going to become so and so, you're going to do this, you're going to get married, you're going to have a house and car and the whole thing. So all that pressure gets on top of you. I wanted to break away from that and start living for myself. I wanted to be me.
Like the quote that we mentioned earlier. So it's been like you're actually on Terra Barrier lesson right now.
I am.
And it's quite a lot has happened. So can you share with us what are your biggest results so far, some of the specific biggest results that you've accomplished?
So some of the results, like say, I started a new job about a week ago only. I've changed industry completely, left hospitality trade after 25 years. That's all I know. This industry I went to, I have no clue what it's about. They chose me. I went after it. I liked what I saw about it. It's working with students. It's international brands, a big company, so you're working with students all the time. I went for an interview. I had no clue about the job spec itself, but all I knew I wanted to work with people, And I landed this job. I started a week ago. Like I say, it's 40 hours a week. It's 9 to 5. It's Monday to Friday. It's giving me time back to myself and it's allowing me to have this life I'm looking for. That is one of it. And then I always wanted to be an artist. Ever since a kid, a teacher asked at school, "What do you want to be?" I said, "An artist." And then the other guys, "Yeah, you can be broke. What you really want to be?" So, but I still want to be an artist. So I started pursuing this thing once I started the program. Again, I said, let me open this box again and see if I can. So I've had multiple art shows last year. I started just last year in November. My solo show is still going on at the moment. It's down in the Inspire Gallery. I've got a show that's going on in Dunboyne today. I've got another show going on in Rathout in a week's time. So altogether, I've done about 13 or 14 shows so far, and still another 10 to go for the year. So that's what's one of the results. I've got my hands in multiple streams of income at the moment. I'm working on a few concepts through mastermind classes. I've met a few people, and we started going on to a few different aspects. Training, wait for press. You'll see that's what's going on. The biggest result, I'd say, without putting too much emphasis on it, was, of course, proposing to Ava. And the strange part was, she's the one that took me through the terror I was going through. I came with the idea.
Fun.
Yeah. Last year, November, December, I wanted to propose to her, but I wanted to do it in a special way, like all guys will want to do it, do it in big fuss. But like say, I had a concept in mind. I put a goal in mind that I wanted to do this thing. And my concept was, I don't know if some of you may have watched it or not, but I wanted to do it along with BobProctor, because I know how Ava is so close to him. So I wanted to include him into this process. So I set on target trying to get Bob to assist me to help propose to Ava. And this was a goal I like say was out there, far out there. It's just something I thought of, and I said, let's see if I can actually do it. So I went through all the steps, to reach the goal, and I made contact with people, got kicked back, got thrown back. It was in a hard to get hold of Bob. You know, I started each met directly. You can meet his associates, his affiliates, everybody, but you can't get him directly. You know, so I pushed it and pushed and pushed, broke through the fear barrier. Like say, Bob doesn't know me. You know, why would he take my word? Why would he talk to me? You know, middle of nobody, he knows nothing about. But still, like say, I went through it, and my mentor ever was the one that's helped me through, all the way through it. You know, and just continued until I made contact. I got hold of Bob, and we came up with a plan, and we came up with a concept and an idea, and he helped me with goals to propose it on her birthday, which is about 2 weeks ago only. Yeah. Yeah, so that was amazing, you know, to see something come from a piece of paper, something from air, you know, just had thoughts, and to see it in reality where we had, I think, 1,000 people in the audience and
133
countries watching it live.
Yes, in our bathrobes, right after, like,
you know, so that was one of
the,
so that was fear to the most, you know, guys, you know that when you propose somebody, that's fear a lot, and we thought of her saying no after all this was another biggest fear as well, but you know, I didn't let that stop me. You know, it's what I really want to do. It's part of my CTEP goal was to have a family, you know, have a life.
Yeah.
You know, thankfully I've met and gone through it.
Cool, thank you. And finally, the question is, what would you actually say to people that are watching us? Like, what would you say to them thinking about investing in themselves and looking into thinking into results?
I'd say you can't afford not to. You know, like say, I know everyone says it's something that I never thought was going to change my life in this radical way. You know, I've been watching YouTube videos all my life. I watched The Secrets and I watched everybody, and luckily, not like much people. Now I've read a lot, but this program was actually giving me I felt like a roadmap to where I want to go. You know, it's continuous. You meet so much people along the way. So you have an amazing coach. But it's the group of people you meet, the community you meet. You know, it's support you have. The days when I'm struggling to get up at 6 in the morning to do the work, somebody's with you all the way through, and you get fired up. When I'm struggling at half 11, 12 at night, I'm getting home so late, just sit down and do the work. It's something that's there holding your hand and doing it, and making sure you're going through the process and keeping it. So for me, it's not just a program, it's a way of life now, you know, and it's going to continue. So once I finish this step, I'll go back to the first one module and go again. You know, my goal is never going to end until I'm down there. You know?
Great, thank you so much. Let's give Rivaaj a clap.